Right, hello guys, and welcome to episode 9, Let's Play Minecraft with GameB Mini. So we are here on the multiplayer server, Winzips multiplayer server. He hosts it, and I think Zoom runs the thread. And one thing off the bat I want to tell you, I'm re-recording the audio because you could hear my keyboard. It was fucking annoying as hell and everything, so I'm just watching the video and talking back, and hopefully it will at least sound better, although you won't be able to hear any of the in-game sounds, but you're not missing much because it's pretty much dogs barking, you've got chickens clucking, you've got a skeleton spawner here, which is very similar to my single player world. Gonna sleep. But yeah, so set a base in a skeleton spawner, which I always love to do. Great source of bones and arrows. And so yeah, this is on Winzips server. I'm just repeating myself now. So I wanted to use this time, because last time I recorded this I was talking a lot about what we're seeing now, but I kind of want to talk about GameB and why there's been a delay of me uploading these videos. 6 months I think since the last video. It's been ages. And you know, I think a lot of people have had exams recently, so have I, and a lot of work piling up. And also Minecraft, I burn out on Minecraft a lot. It's a game where you get to your sort of top tier sort of tools, you build all the projects you want to build, and unless you have more that you have in your mind that you want to keep on building, it's kind of difficult to stay enthusiastic. So yeah, this is my base, and we're going to take this little railway line out. I'm quite fond of this railway line. You go up and there's a little detector railway here at the top, and you jump out and it'll automatically send it back down, so that you don't need to, it's not stuck at the top at any point, because you'll see it's a lot easier to go down than go up, and so it saves a lot of time. So a little bit of redstone in there, not much, but yeah, this is where I live. This is my island. It's the weird little house that I sort of built first, so I didn't actually live in here or do anything. It's just I sort of built it as a project that I was interested in seeing what the half slabs look like, especially with the water behind them. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of what it looks like since I built it, but I think I'm going to keep it there because I want to have some stuff on this island. It's not a huge amount here. I'm pretty much the only person who lives here, so on this island, so you know, got to populate it with some buildings. I do want to at some point maybe get some villagers and have villagers roaming around, but at the moment it's way too dangerous. Cool. I think I go over here next and I'll bring a wolf and show you. This is the other entrance here to my base that you saw down there. And you got these redstone lamps in a circle, and there's a clock that sort of hits a randomizer, and occasionally it lights up the things in a spiral, so if you're dropping down, you sometimes get the light spiraling up. That might even be a better idea, have some tripwires, and if you fall down you set them off. Because the randomizer, I don't like running clocks because it can lag servers, and I wouldn't mind doing it in my single player world, but this is on a multiplayer server and running clocks is never good for the server, so I don't think it actually sets up when I'm watching it here, unfortunately. I'm not sure I think it may be broken. I need to fix that in the near future, but we'll go see my GameB logos here. This first one is, it's a friendly spider. Hello. But this first one, each pixel I believe is 4 by 4, so 16 blocks per pixel, and so it's pretty big, and you can see all the mobs below it. Yeah, that one didn't take huge time. It's just sort of like mapping out where you get to put the blocks. And this one over here, the monstrosity, is 16 by 16 each pixel, so that's 4 stacks of wool per block. And let's go up on top of it. It's quite a... I thought I built it up really high, but it wasn't actually. I had to level out the tops of a few mountains. You can see the server's not lagging perfectly there, but yeah, a lot of mobs spawn under this because it's not lit up at all. It's just basically a huge spawning area for mobs. And yeah, I don't know why I did this for fun. It shows up amazing on the there's the dynamic map in the thread, and if you click on it, you can see this from the start. Like, you don't have to zoom in at all. You can see this. So it's pretty fun making it. But a lot of farming wool. I've got a big sheep farm, which we'll see later. So, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk a bit about Game Banana and what's going on there. So, I know there's been a lot of sort of like people being inactive recently. I think it's Kazam's work. I know Johnny's had a lot of work. Logan's getting married soon, planning all the wedding stuff. So he's not been a huge active as he normally would. I've certainly not been as active as I normally would. I saw a thread recently about what VVGNet was, and I think we could talk about that. There's nothing really secret going on there. I think it's called got it open somewhere, the Visionary Video Gamers Network, and that's basically a tier between Machine Floor and Game Banana. It's meant to be an in between. So if Tom makes any more sort of gaming websites, it will be all under the VVGNet banner rather than Machine Floor. Then he's got his other side, which is like development tools. I can't remember what the website's called, like DevRef and NixRef and DesRef. All these interesting named websites. And I think that's all under the HTA, or Hypertext Assembly banner. So yeah, there's sort of two sub-tiers, which are VVGNet and HTA. And no, if there's a secret, it's all live on the web. You can go look up the websites and stuff and find them. And it's interesting to see like other stuff that Tom's working on, because you always think you kind of tunnel vision on Game Banana if that's all you sort of hang out on. And it's interesting to see that that's not what he's doing. I'm just showing you. This is my sort of fake island here. This is the front end of my island where I have my bad shack there and sheep farm called Mini Tree, and I really like all the sort of floating islands. Is how like the mountains are formed. But it's meant to be like if someone comes visit, they see this, sort of see the farms, see the sort of really bad hut, and sort of expect that's all of it, and they don't really go through the mountain to the other side where I actually live and have all my stuff. But I think this is Big Dog's Railway, and I don't think I take this. I think I go to the Nether first, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so there's VVGNet and HTA, and yeah, that's I thought I'd just clear that up in this video. There's nothing secret there. Tom's like talked about it before, but not in full depth. I mean, I don't know everything, to be honest. I know what I know from sort of snooping around, asking Johnny occasionally, seeing what's up. And there's a few other websites in development, but I probably shouldn't talk about all of them, because there are certain ones that, well, it's not that there's less secret. It's like if they didn't get like done for whatever reason, I don't want to bring people's hopes up of like these new websites that just never happen or don't get released for ages or change massively. You know, I wouldn't feel right talking about stuff that like I'm sort of I wouldn't want to be the one revealing it, if you know what I mean. But what else to talk about Game Banana? There's certainly probably worth mentioning, because we're on a game server. There's certainly discussion of getting some official game servers going. I think so. I'm not sure what will happen to this multiplayer server. I'm not sure if it'll keep going as like because this one's sort of unofficial at the moment. I'm not really sure what its thing is, but hopefully this will stay up, because I put quite a bit of effort into it. This is we're going to go see the Ender I made on the multiplayer server. It's pretty similar to what I made in the single player server. But yeah, there's certainly in-depth discussion of getting some new servers up. I know Zach's involved in that, and should be good. Let's see what else to talk about. I'm just going to go on the forums, because I've never actually had this luxury of being able to just chat and not play at the same time. It's kind of nice to sort of be able to chill out and not have to worry about things. Anyway, yeah, this is the Ender, pretty similar. Slightly different from my single player, where I sort of built everything around the Ender instead of having a separate platform where I had all the enchanting stuff. And yeah, so we'll go up and have a look at the difference, because in my single player one I used pressure plates, and each individual pressure plate activated an individual piston, but in this I use it's a slightly different design where you use tripwires, and if Enderman spawns, it sets off the tripwire and it pushes the entire row of pistons. Let's go have a look. See the tripwire there. Tripwires activate the redstone, which go up and activate all the pistons on that level, pushing them out. And there's vines there to obviously catch them and make sure they all fall to one hit. Let's see. I know. God, it's terrible to get stuck on stuff and not be able to talk about anything. Oh, I know what I could talk about. Recently, Judo decided to ban all Mibit users off the IRC, and basically Mibits are web IRC clients, so you can connect to IRC via a web browser. And his reasons for doing it are interesting, and I'm very undecided on it because the FPS Banana channel on the IRC is like, it used to be the official one, and obviously we changed our name to Game Banana, and so then there's the Game Banana channel, but obviously the FPS Banana one's the populated one, and Big Dog sort of gave Judo control over that. So it's very difficult to sort of decide whether, well, Judo is kind of in charge. He's always run that channel for quite a while now, and like his rules on it are certainly interesting. Like I do try and challenge him a bit on it just because it's kind of fun to. I don't know. It's when you see a rule and think it's slightly illogical. It's kind of fun to push him a little. Yeah, so and yeah, he banned the Mibit users, and obviously the link in the footer goes to users Mibit and goes to the Game Banana channel. So if you wanted to get into the FPS Banana channel using Mibit, you wouldn't. The footer link wouldn't be the issue, but it's an interesting sort of a blanket ban to solve a problem with catfish, and it's like, it's not exactly the right. I wouldn't think it's the right response, because it's just, you're doing a blanket ban to punish. You're punishing a lot of people instead of the one person that you want to punish. And that's something that's something that seems a bit weird to do. So yeah, now we're on Big Dog's Railway, and we'll go see a few other builds. Turning the sound down there, not that you can hear it. All these new sounds on the Minecraft the Railway site out, and that mark is for 00 there that I built. I'm planning something at some point there, maybe a tower or something. That's got a long way in the future to go before I do anything there. I've got too many other projects I want to build. That is Winzips Castle, where I think Zoonchan also lives there. I don't know, I can never tell which part's Winzips, which part's Zoonchan's. And I think Weziaz is the other person. I think that's his tower, but I am not sure on that. I don't know who built that. But yeah, that they sort of they're friends, and I think they're friends in real life, all three of them, and they sort of have a big island together where they have all these buildings they've made. And I think they were originally playing together before he even put the server public, so a lot of this was built before I even got on here. And I think also in that direction lives Resident Evil 91. He's got a tower over there somewhere. I think, yeah, where I'm pointing over there. And I don't visit all the buildings there. I can't remember whose that is. I think we visit later, we'll find out. But there's quite a few people playing on the server. I know Logan took a boat and went for miles trying to find land, and he kept finding mushroom islands, which I thought was rather funny. But eventually found Canada, this big snow continent that he's set up a base on. Can I come off here and check out this building? Quite like the look of it. It's an interesting building, this one. It's like, I said in the original video, I really like the shape of it. It's really nicely thought out, and it's certainly like interesting. I just wish it wasn't all cobble. Oh, that's a nice save. Just if there was something to break it up at least, or if it was a different thing entirely. But yeah, so that's the IRC I've talked about. How I would have resolved it, it's hard to say. If someone's being an absolute dick like that, and he's like revealing personal information that you don't want revealed, and he keeps rejoining using proxies, I get maybe banning proxies for a temporary while, and seeing if he'll, and then unbanning it and see if he keeps doing it. Because eventually he'll get bored, and just stop trying, and then you can unban proxies again, or unban just mib it. Yeah, that's certainly caused a bit of debate, and I don't want I like Judo. He's a he's a character, and he's certainly GameB would be at a loss without him because he's a very knowledgeable on views and stuff. This is Big Dog's little house he has set up. Can't actually go visit because he's privated the doors. It's a little hut on the side of a mountain. Right. I'm just reading through threads on GameB. That's what I'm doing. Oh god, there's Zach decided to bump that death of a member thread where Yellow Jello pretended to die for April Fools, and it sort of blew out of proportion. Ooh, Eamon's thread, Eamon's new channel, gaming channel. You should definitely check that out if you're watching my videos, because you'll like Eamon's stuff. Called it Off the Cuff Gaming, which I like the name of. So, although it is lacking one thing, he's not got me in any of the videos at the moment, so, you know, I think you should go to his channel and request I'm in it. Teach him a lesson. So, yeah, we are around, that was Devious's pile of chests, I believe, and random mineshaft here. We're quite near spawn here, god, some random hole. How safe. And I think that was Devious's like big wooden structure over there. Oh yeah, I remember talking about this on the actual thing. That's that text there is because there's a sort of a MMO mod on it on the server where it's like if you do lots of actions you level up. So you can level up mining and excavation, which is like shovel usage and axes and all sort of things like that. And like mining, the higher level you are, like the higher chances you get like double drops of the thing you're mining. And I think like shoveling gives like chances of getting like rare special drops like glowstone and things like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna look through some more threads here. The GameB enhancer by Burge is really good if you use Chrome. I highly recommend downloading it. It makes the GameB full width, which is sexy. I don't say so myself. It lets you reorganize the front page, which is a nice feature. Although I don't think I've actually changed it around since I've been using it. Also like adds, what is it? It removes the logout pop-out, removes points pop-up, and moves buddies to header. It's nice little features, and it's kind of a shame. I get why a user has to do it, but it'd be because there are better things Tom needs to fix. But I always find it a sort of slightly not cringe, but I get why it happens, but I find it slightly irritating when like Tom adds new features when there's broken features that really need fixing. That's sort of high priority. Stuff like post withholding, being able to delete things from your bitpit. Your bitpit being actually private. Just things like that. If you go through like the list of bugs, there are a few major ones that you can try all your might to get Tom to fix, but it's a losing battle. I know the feeling as a coder. You want to, I don't want to go back and fix that thing. Or I spend like all day trying to work out what's wrong with it and probably not work out anyway. Oh, I really want to make this new feature that's really cool and like I'll have fun coding it because I've not done it before. It's always nice. I always find as a coder it's nicer to sort of write new code than look through old code, try and work out what you were doing, try and work out, oh, okay, that's what the issue is. Oh, that's how I'd implement that using all the things that are already in. But it's, yeah. So there's stuff like honorary titles. This is a pretty decent feature, but stuff like watch list, again, I like it. It's bringing back things from the old thing, but it would be nice, sort of. Yeah, nice to fix things first before making new stuff. That's always a little peeve of mine. Of like, Tom does that, and you kind of have to deal with it. And yeah, I'm not sure whose island this is. I think I saw the name on a chest there. I wasn't really paying attention. What else to talk about? I said that like 5 times now. I'm really bad at this. That's mod talk threads. There's a lot of mod talk threads there. I know what we could talk about. There's certainly a lot of interest, especially with Johnny, of getting community back into a few things, because the contest running, I certainly suggested running some form of like raffle or lottery where everyone buys tickets and there's prizes at the end, sort of the total of the points put in, and then GameB will put in like a game or some actual points, sort of like, so the winner gets a bit more than what everyone put in. I thought that's quite a good idea, and it's just little projects to make the site more fun again. If you've got any ideas on that, I mean, you should always give Johnny a chat, send him a message on his profile or something. He's always up for ideas, so if you have any ideas, any like little fun things that we could run, you have to bear in mind it has to be reasonably realistic and organisable. Like, there's always stuff like, oh, let's run a server competition where we've got like 10 teams of 5 members playing CSGO, and it's like 50 members. And it's like, you might find 50 members interested. Could you get 50 members all playing at the same time, or like playing at a certain time, running an actual competition with the organisation? Not really. And this video has gone on too long. I didn't even notice we were ending. So I'm sorry for watching a black screen now, but I'm going to end it now. Thanks for watching, and I have been GameB Mini.